I feel like I should say on Saturday Night Live. No, this is not Saturday Night Live. This is Lisa Harris and Company. Hello, friends. We are really excited to be here today to introduce you to this lovely gal beside me. And I usually do this or that, and I never know which way I'm pointing. This lovely gal. I'm going to introduce you to her in just one moment. But for those of you who are not familiar with Lisa Harris and Company or have never seen my face before in your life, my name is Lisa Harris, and I am an author, a storyteller, and a narrative coach. And I'm also the CEO and founder of Lisa Harris and Company. We're a personal development company that connects guys and transforms women's lives through the power of storytelling. And we're really excited because this year, 2021, I always have to think, 2021, we launched an online event series where we invited women from the community to help us co-host. And this series was actually began in 2020 when everyone started coming to the stage with online events, really for women to connect, support, and comfort each other during all the things that were happening in our world at the time. So in 2021, we invited our co-hosts to help us talk about really important topics that are important to women. And we're thrilled because we are on our second event of fall. And let's see, before the fifth event of the year, I think. Yeah, the fifth event of the year. And next Thursday, October 7th, from 7 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, we are going to be talking about our careers. So the event is called My Career, Superpower, Purpose, and Change. And this lovely gal sitting beside me, well, I wish she was actually really sitting beside me, but she's over there in her own space. I have known her for a very long time. Yay.
Indeed.
Our paths crossed in our corporate life many, many years ago. And just delighted to still be in connection with her and have grown to adore and respect her. And I think that you all will feel the same. So, without further ado, I would like to introduce you to Becky. And Becky will share a little bit about herself and maybe a little bit about what she is going to be talking about at the event this upcoming, not this week, next Thursday. Is it Thursday? I don't even know. So I'm going to throw it over to Becky and have her introduce herself.
Thank you, Lisa. Super appreciate it. My name is Becky Danaher, and I have been following your platform for as long as I possibly could. It's been a while, and I appreciate it because I've enjoyed your events. I've enjoyed just being connected to you, but also seeing what you are providing to women out there, Lisa, is amazing. The space that you're giving people to be vulnerable, to share, to feel free of judgment, especially in this crazy world, and especially with this deep desire to connect with people when it's been really tricky to do that. You have really opened yourself up and allowed people to open themselves up to connect and heal through sharing. So thank you very much for all you do.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And I am humbled because the co-hosts that you have brought on and that I get to even be with next week, they're amazing, like just amazing women. And I think that's the really great part is everybody has a story. They have a background. I've learned so much. I've healed from understanding similarities and differences between people and what they've gone through. So it's fantastic.
I'm so glad. So, yeah, this platform is such a beautiful space. And I think one of the things that I'm most proud of is bringing people together in community. And we've all have different lived experiences. We all show up at the table with different expectations, different beliefs. And until we can see and hear each other, it's hard to find that common ground. And I hope that the spaces that I create allow women to just be themselves. The journey is hard. The journey is challenging, but it's also beautiful. And it's enriched by sharing that journey with other people. So I know that we're going to be talking about careers, which is not something I typically talk about on this platform. You and I have both had some really amazing careers. And maybe if you'll share with us just a little bit about, what you do now
Mhm.
and, whatever you want to share on based on your background to let the audience know a little bit more about you.
Yeah, absolutely. So careers is an interesting one, right? Because Lisa, my
Yeah.
journey's been interesting. So I've had over 30 jobs in my life, to include a Christmas elf, all the way to, rare female leader in infantry unit deployed in Iraq. So there's a whole bunch of experiences I've had, and sometimes those are also the hats I wear. So first and foremost, I'm a mother of two amazing little girls. They're 7 and 10. I'm a wife, and we own 2 cats. I feel like I'm remiss if I do not call out the cats.
I'm glad you did.
Yep, yep. Um, I am, and when I think about what's next that I'm most proud of, I'll be totally honest. I'm the founder of a personal development company called My Life Ignited, and I say that because it took me a long time, and you know this, a long time to actually go after what I have felt passionate about for a very long time. So, I've spent 2 decades in my corporate career. I'm a consultant, a business consultant. I was in the military for 10 years, 2 of them in Iraq. I'm on the board of the Egan YMCA, and for so very long, I think I was trying to prove myself to a lot of people until I realized what I actually wanted to do and prioritized myself. The funny thing is what I actually want to do is help other people. So I am prioritizing other people, but it's what I want to do. It's what gives me energy. And so making the shift from the corporate career, the military, into my own, business, and, helping it grow is what brings me so much joy. And so that's why this topic is very interesting, because it's, career,
Yeah.
it's change. And, there's been some deep conversations I've had with people lately around the change that has to happen internally when you want to make a career change, right? And so there's a lot of deep thought, knowing that it's the right thing, waiting and waiting and waiting some more, and then making the change and kind of ripping off the Band-Aid and going for it. And it's very much tied in with purpose and what you want to do in your life, and understanding what you're really good at, what brings you happiness and joy. And so that's why it's exciting, because we can bring it all together. But in each part of those things, women can resonate with each one of them. And I have so many amazing friends, family, know people that, like, their stories are so fantastic. When people decide to make change and unlock themselves, I mean, I know people that have traveled across the world to live in Rwanda for a short time and decide something totally different or something the same, and you just never know until you try it.
Yeah.
But that's why this is going to be a really interesting conversation, because we're going to go deep on some of these topics that we're not just talking about your job. That's not what we're talking about. This is not a self-help meeting on how to best advance in your career.
Yep.
This is real. These are real topics that women are dealing with, and some people have been struggling with for a long time, and some people have really broken through, and it's so inspirational. And going through it inspires other people to stand up for themselves and do what they want.
I love it. I love it. I'm so impressed with this co-host group and all of the co-host groups that have come before, because the women I put together, I am intentional about bringing women together that just have had very different and unique lived experiences. And even in the topic of careers, the women that you will see in this event have had many different paths. Some you'll be surprised by, others may seem familiar, and others may just seem very different. And I think that's what's going to, one of the things that'll make this event really unique and very powerful, is bringing all different voices and experiences together. But not only that, I mean, this platform doesn't typically talk about, careers and, professional choices, professional um, decisions that we make. But as working women, it's part of our lives. And I really wanted women to get raw and real with challenges that they're having within their families and other places, to get really raw and real about what I'm not crying. I promise you, my eyes have been watering. Um,
You do
I
cry. I know you do.
do cry.
So do I.
But I really wanted to get some powerful women who have had, success, however it's defined for them, has had successful careers, who are strong and resilient, but who are also vulnerable and willing to be raw and honest. And I really appreciate this group, and especially you, Becky, to be able to say, yeah, I am a resilient person and I have great internal strength, but I also can be vulnerable. And I think that's really important for all types of people to hear. Whether you're the VP of a Fortune 500, whether you're an entrepreneur, vulnerability is what's going to push you through to the next level of self, whether that self is on a personal journey or a professional journey. And so I'm really excited because I give the reins up to my co host to lead. And so I'm really excited to see how they transform this topic into something really powerful and real, just very real is what I know will happen, and I'm excited to see how it unfolds. So, is there anything else specific about this event, Becky, that you think would be great for our audience to know, or just why an Unveiled Beauty event? I mean, we have so many choices. It's so noisy out there. There's a lot of events going on online. Why choose your time to spend it with us?
I think it's a great question. I think first and foremost, the true answer is you deserve it. You absolutely deserve to spend time thinking about yourself and being vulnerable in a safe space. And we don't get the chance to stop and think about these types of things.
Yeah.
Right? We just don't. Most women I know are too busy. They're doing too many things all the time, and half of them are burned out. And so if you are burned out, this is more reason to come and listen to people that have gone through it, share your experiences, understand what help there is and what you actually are in control of and get to do. Because it's in these vulnerable moments when the most transformational things happen. And I can tell you from firsthand, that's either coming back from the longest deployed Army, like we were the longest deployed Army National Guard unit in history. So we came back and I was the most vulnerable and made decisions after that. That might also be when you're burnt out in your career and you need to be super vulnerable with yourself and deciding to put yourself and what you want and your purpose first. And it could mean, coming back from maternity leave and being vulnerable and having a different perspective, but you're worth it. You're 100% worth it. And it's the best $20 I've ever spent. Seriously? Like, Lisa.
Yeah.
It's a deal right now. Come this year only $20. You should come. My mom's coming. My best friends and my mom are coming. Like they truly, they know if I'm going to be doing this, and I've talked about it and how, you've done a lot for me. You've done a lot for people, especially in the last few years, Lisa. So it's worth it. Just come and be a part of it. Once you come, it's amazing.
Thank you.
It's really amazing.
Well, to everybody out there, we really do hope that you join us next Thursday, October 7th, from 7 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I get to say Central because we do have a young woman who is from Washington. So although we're based here in the Twin Cities, it's not all Twin Cities women. So we are definitely expanding and getting a lot of women all over the place wanting to hear our conversations. So we really are excited, and we hope that you join us and listen into our conversation. And we do usually have time for engagement and dialogue. And at the end, I'll be doing a writing exercise that will help you in shifting different narratives in your life, maybe things that are not serving you right now in your career or things that you aspire to do. So we are super excited. I am super thrilled to be playing with Becky in my new world. And we really hope that we see you soon. And dear Becky, I do also thank you for your service and also for your incredible heart. So I appreciate that. And I look forward to seeing everything unfold next Thursday.
Come join us.
Yes. Yes, we welcome you, and we will surely include all the links so that you can make sure that you sign up, that you can learn about Lisa Harrison Company, and you can also learn about Becky's business as well. So we hope to see you there, and we hope you have a beautiful day.
Yay!
Bye.